What's up, guys? I'm going to another video, and today we are reviewing Jurassic World Dominion. That's set to be the final movie of this franchise. And I've been hearing that it got a lot of mixed reviews. Like, some people were happy about it, some were very disappointed. And honestly, what are my thoughts? Honestly, it's not as bad as people said it was, though, for me. Like, I would give it, like, a 7. Not a high 7, but just a regular 7. Because, was it better than Fallen Kingdom? Yes, it was better than Fallen Kingdom. And honestly, what did I find? The OG returning. Alan Grant, everyone else, they were good, I would say. Now, some people say that they're, like, just there, just for the nostalgic reasons. Now, there is some complaints I do have with this movie. Like I do kind of agree that, yeah, they should have focused more on the Jurassic World side of the dinosaur part of things a lot more. I don't know why they decide to include, again, another storyline an unnecessary storyline, such as bugs. You're telling me bugs are more important than dinosaurs? Great. Best picture. Oh, best picture. Listen. And a lot of people are going to be very mixed with the ending. And to be honest, I don't mind the ending of this movie. Yeah, I do agree that the movie, like, it was alright. Like, it could have been better, alright? Like, and overall, the trilogy had its, well, not moments, but now it's bad moments, because this trilogy kind of reminded me of the sequel trilogy, but at least with this one, at least it didn't really damage the franchise all that much. And Dominion essentially ends that we essentially had to accept dinosaurs, and they have been put to this one island so they could be safe. It sounds like a good ending on paper, but again, the ending could have been better. Like, you're starting to notice, it's going to be pretty much a common theme in this video, is that things could have been better, alright? And the OG characters, honestly, I was more, and by the way, the clone character, she was given the stereotypical teenage girl brattiness. Well, not brattiness, but the type of teenage girl that complains a lot and causes trouble. Like, I don't like that cliche of a kid going in and just complaining, causing problems, and then boom, what do you know, the problem happens. I don't like that. I will say this, though. The villain, I'll tell you this, though. Yes, some people might call him that he looks like the CEO of Apple, but I'm going to say it. This villain, although weak 2, was 100 times better than the villain in the last movie. I'm sorry. Like, people have been debating, much like Jurassic World 2 and 3, of which one was the better film. honestly, I prefer Dominion over Fallen Kingdom, in my opinion. Because Fallen Kingdom was practically the reason, because the things that Fallen Kingdom set up, like the things Fallen Kingdom set up in that, completely just hurt the third film as a result, alright? That's what I feel like. And Colin Giron, like, I do like, yeah, the switch directors to give it, a different feel, And honestly, overall, this entire trilogy, because it had potential, because it could have been a literal Jurassic World. But no, we barely see that, because it's essentially sidelined in this movie. Now, and I know some people are like, is this how you're gonna end the series, with everyone just have to accept that dinosaurs live among us? Yeah, I'm kind of mixed with the idea. Like, I'm kind of mixed. Honestly, I'm kind of mixed with the ending. Okay? Because if I like, I hate, it's kind of in the middle as for me. For me, I'm in the middle right now. And it could change. It could change. And if this is how you end the Jurassic Park franchise, then it's a movie that had, this is essentially a movie that had potential, but yeah, I agree that, yeah, the story could have been better, alright? The characters were all right, were good, for the most part, except for, who. But yeah, overall, Jurassic World Dominion had its moments, and the villain dinosaur, when the filmmakers described it as if the Joker was like a dinosaur or something like that, like that part, no, like I could see why they would say it because of the long, grin and smile, but I wouldn't call him the Joker, really. And now, I did tame my expectations when I heard the reviews for this movie. And was I disappointed? I wasn't as disappointed as with the Star Wars franchise, or how that ended. Okay? How Star Wars ended was 100 times worse, okay? I would rather, I would take the Jurassic World Dominion ending any day over the Rise of Skywalker ending, because I'm sorry, how that Star Wars trilogy ended, it was just lame for that one. Jurassic World Dominion, although I was very mixed with the ending, it was definitely better than the other one. Honestly, for a lot of people, this will probably be the final nail in the coffin of why. Because for some people, it might be the final nail in the coffin saying, this should have never been a franchise. Listen, after seeing Dominion, I would rank Dominion third place. Okay, third place. And Jurassic World second place, and obviously Jurassic Park in first place, because Jurassic Park will always be a classic. None of the sequels will ever top the original. None. And that's my overall thoughts. Jurassic World Dominion came out in 2022, or this year, of course, as of me making this video. And so far has pretty mixed reviews. And it's probably going to be the most divided film ever, because everyone is kind of in the middle right now. And was I disappointed? Not really. No, not really. The disappointment for this one isn't as bad, really, as the Star Wars one, because the sequel trilogy for Star Wars was a tragic one. And yes, I will cover them. And man, I cannot wait I cannot wait to shatter those films. Especially the last. Force Awakens was alright, but the other two just sucked. And that's my roll of fonts, and that's the end of the Jurassic Park franchise, or Jurassic World franchise. This is the end of the Jurassic World / Park series. Okay, this is the end of the Jurassic Park franchise. We did it. We covered all of them, and people would be like to me, "Is this how you really gonna end this franchise on this?" Honestly, some people like, yeah, this franchise should have been stayed down to the ground. I don't agree with that. And that's it. This movie came out, and yeah, and it's now the last Jurassic Park movie. It's been a journey, guys. It's been one heck of a journey this week. We finally covered all the Jurassic Park movies, and thank you all for being on this trip. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And likes and yeah, so yeah, likes and subscribe, and peace.